A man who never knew the man of God was able to say, let us go and see him. Perhaps he will show us the way. In other words, the man of God was reachable to the people. He was accessible to the people. When I read the text, there's nothing there telling me that they were afraid to go to him or they had to make some kind of major appointment to see him. One of the biggest problems we're having now is that with the people we are calling men of God and women of God, we are elevating them so much. They are so high that they have become out of touch with the people. A man of God is not the man who is so high in God that people can't come to him. I'm going to share this as a closing. Watch this carefully. Some years ago, a young man got himself in trouble. A young man got himself in trouble. Somebody I know. Trouble with the law. And I knew his pastor. The trouble was so devastating, I knew somebody could have gone to jail. And I called his pastor. At the time, I was serving as associate pastor for Old Harbour Road, Church of God of Prophecy, 41 Old Harbour Road. And when I called, the secretary of the pastor answered. And I said, hi, my name is Philip Johnson. And I told him that I serve as one of the pastors in the Church of God of Prophecy. This was years ago. Years ago. I now identify myself because I want for them to realize that, when a colleague call, So I said to her that I would like to speak to Pastor so-and-so. I won't call the pastor's name. A male pastor. She said to me that I wasn't able to speak with him. I'd have to set an appointment. So I started explaining to her that it really was urgent. I said that one of his members, I started to go into detail now, one of his members has been in some serious trouble. It's a life and death situation. So I'm asking if there's any way urgently I could just speak to him. It won't be long. She explained to me that I can't talk to him. I have to set an appointment. I said, okay, no problem. I don't have a problem with appointments. If pastors are not careful, pastors have to be careful. They have to set appointments because if you just see all on Sunday, so your day will get mashed up. I don't have a problem with that. So I asked her when is the earliest time I could see him. What the woman said to me, I'll today, look at, I'll know me shock, watch it. You see me shock? I'll know me shock. She placed me on hold and she went to check the diary of the pastor to see when I could meet with him. Remember, may I explain, said this is another minister who calling one of his members in serious trouble, life and death, jail. She didn't have no details and so on, but may I tell her what go on. And then she came out. She came back and gave me the time. You know the date what she gave me? From the day me call on the phone, I wasn't able to see the pastor until the next 9 months. You really think that me I go come here, come make up one story and tell you, no? I said to her, 9 months? Come and think how mistake she's making now. She said, that's the next available time for me to see him. Talk truth now. I want somebody type this. Type what you think can happen in 9 months, please. Anything will come to your mind. What you type what can happen in 9 months. I said to her, thank you very much. There's nothing else I could do. To this day, I'm not talk to him. It so happened that somebody lost job, lost benefits, everything. It was a devastating situation. But that is how some of us have become. We have become out of touch. We are man of God, woman of God. And so we are so high. We can't come down to the level of the people anymore. And here was Saul literally saying, look here, I could go check this man. The man was accessible to the people. Men and women of God are to be accessible to people. People should be able to see and hold you and handle you. It can't be that you are so, oh, I'm a man of God. Huh? Don't handle me. No, man. Jesus went down to the people, man. Yeah, man, the people were able. I see somebody said, baby born. I'm glad you say it, man. Baby can born. Marlene said that in 9 months, baby can get conceived and born. I'm going to see pastor yet. And they said, look here, let us go to him. Let us find him. Yeah, he was accessible. Listen here, men of God, women of God, if you find yourself getting too high, people, this man of God, are you getting too high? I'm going to tell you something. Secular world and kingdom are the reverse. So when we are promoted in secular world, the higher we go, we are revered and we get high. Not so in kingdom. In kingdom, when we reach high, any high rank you have, man, you are. It's servanthood to the people. We serve the people. Let us not get so high of ourselves as men and women of God, where we can't greet people. We can't meet people. We can't sit and talk to people. It's all about people. And if people cannot access us, if it have to be that, you have to have a third party. Closing right now. Closing right now. And that's the number 5 one. The title man of God, the last one, is the highest honor that anybody can ever have. The title to be called a man of God. The title man of God is the highest honor that anybody can have. Anything else beside your name, behind your name, any letter, whatever, they are secondary to the term and the title man of God. And I want for us to be careful of the people who we are calling man of God and woman of God. There must be people who are portraying certain character in Christ. Yeah. Can't be people who just see them because them preach and two cheer, two people tumble over and two cheer and all of that. No. It's an honor and we mustn't lose this honor. And I want to close by saying, people who are men and women of God, revere them, respect them. They are representatives of God. Respect them. This idea of where we treat people because people, are down at our level and so on. Remember your pastors, man. Big them up and respect them. Remember your bishops. Remember your overseers. Not on the same level as they are. If you want to correct them, sit with them nicely and say X, Y, and Z. But respect them, show them honor, because they are representatives of God. And I want to say to them, if they are on this live, be careful that we are not too high. Be careful that we are not too high for the people. We must be honorable men. We must be honorable women, so that people can see Christ in us. And I want to encourage us as I close. Closing right now. Right now. I want to encourage us. When people come in our midst as who we claim to be leaders, they are coming for answers. What they call me? They are coming for answers, for solutions, for blessings. That's what they are coming for. And as a representative of God, it's your responsibility to let them feel the presence of God.